Now to look at how the rising cost of living is affecting Australians and changing the way we live. The inflation rate is still more than 7% annually, close to the highest it's been in 3 decades. And despite a relief package in Tuesday's budget, many Australians will still be bracing for higher energy prices, from switching the food they buy, to driving less or not at all, to taking cold showers. For some households, there's nothing left to cut back. This special report from Social Affairs correspondent Norman Hermont.
As darkness falls on the south coast of New South Wales, Martin Bongiorno implements his latest cost-cutting measure.
Using one light bulb at the moment, have one lamp positioned in the middle of the room, and if I need to move from one room to the next, I just take out the light bulb and move it to the next room.
In the light of day, he sees how badly he's sinking. 2 years ago, Martin's electricity cost him $3.52 a day. Despite making drastic cuts, now he's paying more, $3.91 per day.
I mean, I have cold showers, rarely ever use hot water. I don't cook hot food anymore.
His quarterly electricity bill shows he's not keeping up. This February, he owed $351. He paid $100. Overall, he's $2,000 behind in his utility bills. Martin's unit is in social housing, but even there, rent is a struggle. He's looking for extra work, and his car stays parked to save money.
I just have reduced car usage to the bare minimum, but that really limits what you can do and where you can go.
Like many regional areas, there are few charities or food banks, especially if you don't drive.
It's exhausting emotionally, it's psychologically, it's draining. I'm finding the cost of living is just unrelenting.
The McKay-Sadler family in Wagga Wagga know all about unrelenting cost-cutting. Since the ABC visited them 2 years ago, things have only gotten tougher.
It's been my whole life, pretty much. So it's like, are we ever going to be like somewhat stable? Because I just don't know anymore.
In the driveway sits an aging hatchback the family was hoping to register for 18-year-old Rose.
I hope you didn't memorize these.
That was the plan before cost of living increases erased the family's financial progress.
Okay, could you hold that, please? Something comes up every time that we need to pay for.
Registration and insurance would cost about $1,100, money the family doesn't have. And with no car, Rose hasn't learned to drive.
I would like to learn eventually, but I'm a bit afraid that we won't be able to afford it.
Both Mike and his wife Liz are studying to retrain as teachers and struggling to pay higher bills for just about everything. Energy costs have reached $292 a month. They've repeatedly sought relief from their energy provider. They'd like to bring their bill down, but they can't afford to.
Like most old rental properties, there's no insulation in this thing. No landlord's going to put solar on board.
And the family's eating a lot more of what they call brown foods, processed and packaged. They know they're not eating well, but it's all they can afford.
We eat less meat. Mike and I will forego, some fruit and stuff so the kids can have it instead.
The family has had to move 3 times in the last 5 years. Each time, the rent goes up.
This is the first time probably in my life where I can see us not getting through the rough patch.
Food, energy, rent, mortgage payments. There's no more charity or assistance families like these can turn to. They're hoping the federal budget will provide desperately needed relief. Norman Hermont, ABC News, Wagga Wagga.